Video games. Something that takes the imagination on an adventure far beyond reality's limits. It allows us to get immersed and take on a brand new identity, basically as whoever we want to be and have any power and go anywhere imaginable. Video games have been in my life for as long as I've had a memory. I can't really tell you the first game I played, but my first memory is around Mortal Kombat on Sega. Remember, it was Christmas and we was activating the blood cheat code on the Super Nintendo that was at my grandma's house. We owned it on the Sega, but at my grandma's house, it was on the SNES. But it doesn't take a hardcore or even long-time gamer to witness the slow decline and mediocrity of what the gaming industry has become. It turned into a cash grab system that tries to wring out the very last penny of every gamer, all while trying to provide as little content as possible. Things you could grind to unlock, like loot boxes and cosmetics normally, are now behind a giant fuck paywall. No one wants to take a risk and try something new. It's just re-releases, remasters, and reboots. Retarded is what it is, if you ask me. There used to be a point where they legit made games for gamers. They took a risk and tried new things. Remember platformers? Yeah, me neither. What happened to those? Online games had server browsers, the ability to vote for maps was a norm, and everything wasn't so esports yet noob friendly. But that's a different talk for a different time. You can determine the quality of a game based on its ability to suck money out of you nowadays. I've noticed the better games don't come equipped with a battle pass, which is rare. Like, really rare. I remember playing on GTA 5 and Oblivion on the 360, which were, at the time, my two absolute most favorite games, wondering optimistically what was in store for next-gen gaming. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was the age of unfinished, which I guess I respect the games that at least had the decency to tell us they were unfinished by slapping an early access stamp on it, but that still isn't an excuse for the buggy, broken, lackluster product. And when I think about it, most, if not all the games I played on release, they were so buggy and glitchy and unfinished and bare as hell, I would get bored of it and then abandon them, and then get back on them months and months later to find out they have completed, revamped, or patched in so much stuff it looks like a completely different game. I feel like at one point they had a complete game, then took a hammer to it and shattered it, and now they give us a small piece of the game every few months or so, eventually gathering all the pieces to make the game complete after a few years. The idea of DLC has been abused by the industry as being it was first used to implement cool ideas that were an afterthought upon the game's release. Now it's a way to finish the game they released unfinished by dropping shit that should have been on the game in the first fucking place. I'll never forget how bare Siege was. Like a handful of characters, a couple maps, and a bunch of bugs and huge connectivity issues. What the fuck happened to Halo Infinite? What was up with that? I mean, it was cool they dropped early after they postponed it, but all we got were like 3-4 modes. TDM, capture the flag, big team battle, TDM, capture the flag, and a ranked mode, an oddball. And oh my god, dude, PUBG on the Xbox One. Was that a port? What was that? Call of Duty, was it World War II, where nothing worked? Put the microtransactions for like 3 days after release. All you could do was crash the game and go buy loot boxes. Cyberpunk 2077. Do I need to say any more? Sorry. Battlefield 2042. Yo, somebody need to investigate these dudes, man. Yo, these are straight scams. Dude, they are scamming us. These are scams. I'm not a dev and I never worked in a gaming studio, so I have to be fair a little bit and understand there are probably some underlying issues that make it set up this way. I assume it's studios releasing these games to keep public interest high with the studio instead of making a new crisp gaming experience. All their money goes into these epic ass commercials, over-promising, overselling these games when they know damn well they're about to undeliver. It's like all their time and money goes into those commercials, and then they spend the rest of their time fucking off and harassing women. And not to pick on EA as an easy target, but look at UFC 4 as a prime example. They don't even have elbows in the full mount. They put all of their efforts into the cosmetics in UFC. A fighting game. I don't know. Shit's frustrating. The most infuriating part about this is it's your fault And you can put an end to this anytime you want. How? Stop paying for this shit. Stop buying it. Perfect example, WWE 2K. Been playing that series avidly since about 2016. And let me tell you, each year the neglect grew worse and worse from the company. But 2K20, they just flew too close to the sun and thought they could just full on scam us, I guess. Fuck the bare minimum. These dudes somehow copy and pasted 2K19 and left out all the parts where it worked. Anyway, the people refused to accept that bullshit as a game and instead turned it into a meme, forcing the 2K company to take a full 2 years off and actually try to make a product we'll accept. And it's not perfect, but it's a damn good effort, so you can tell they tried at least. So if we can come together as one and tell these companies to kiss our ass like we did with 2K, we can get these companies to get back to making games for gamers and not making games just to make money.